Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Tiffany. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or watcher, thank you so much for coming back. I'm here today to film another lesson plan video for you. I am a school counselor in an elementary school, and I'm super excited to be bringing you week 2 of my lessons. And I'm going to show you briefly, before we get into our lesson plans for the week, I'm going to show you how last week went. And here is how last week came along. I went ahead and blocked off some things, some students that I had to put in like specific things for, but this is how everything turned out. It actually worked out really well having my lessons written on the skinny washi tape because I had to move some around, and so I just peeled up the washi and switched the teachers, so that worked out really well. And then I used this top section up here for either morning meetings or for important things I needed to remember, like payday and Michaela's picture day. And I just really love the way all of this turned out. I love the way it looks. It's so colorful, like my office, and it just worked out really well for me. And then I marked things off as I got them done, and I highlighted them just so I could see that they were finished, because I like to do that. And then I'm using a binder clip, and that's what I have as like my little page marker. And so I have it connected to the monthly, and so that works out really, really well. And here's what this week is looking like. I do have lessons all week. Again, obviously, this is what majority of my weeks will look like. And then it'll start, right now I'm doing all 6 grades in 1 week, which it won't normally be like that. Starting the following week, I will be doing only 3 grade levels per week, so then it won't be as crazy, but then we'll also be starting small groups. So my afternoon time will be filled with those small groups and individual counseling that I'll be doing. So this is what it looks like so far. One of my sweet subscribers, Sharon, she sent me some great stickers. They say drop off, and they're little cars. I don't know if you can see how cute they are. Let me try to get that. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it, but so I use those for Kiss and Go in the morning. And then my planner is a little wonky. It looks like I have something in it, but I don't. But it's because I went in and I put all of my lunch duty stickers in, and it made it like there's like, it feels like there's coins in there. So didn't really think that one through, but it's fine. And then another addition to the planner since last time you saw it was I added one of these cute little pockets, the little adhesive pockets from the Planner Society to hold some stickers. And then I also still have the other binder clip back here to hold the bigger ones. I wish there was a pocket, but these were also a gift from Sharon, from one of my subscribers. And these are from Brianna Nicole Designs, and they're super cute. So they're little highlighters. So that is what this week looks like in the planner. It'll obviously get filled out like last week did. But let's go ahead and get into our plans for the week. I'm going to show you a mixture some printouts as well as some things on my phone, okay? Because I don't have a printout for everything, but I do have a printout for a lot of things. So sorry that got a little out of focus there for a minute, but we're doing coping skills this week. And the reason why I chose to do coping skills as my second round of lessons was because every kid has those moments in class or where they have big things that are happening in their lives, big emotions that they need help navigating, and I can't always get to every single student who needs a minute. And so if I give them coping skills early on in the school year, hopefully they can you know, rely on those that they've learned when they're not in need, so that when they are in need, they can pull on those. And so that's what we're going to be focusing on this week. I'm going to start with my kindergarten lessons, and then we'll go up to my 5th grade lessons. But in kindergarten, we're going to start with Betty Spaghetti, and it's a lesson by Counselor Keri, which I purchased on Teachers Pay Teachers. And I do a lot of purchasing of my lessons because I really like the materials, and Counselor Keri is one of my absolute favorites. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. It comes with a cute little animated video, which I'll show on the big screen, but it's a story about Betty Spaghetti. And I could probably turn it this way maybe, and you could see it a little bit better. And Betty Spaghetti gets big emotions, and she doesn't really know what to do with them. And she learns that she can use a spaghetti body. And this is progressive relaxation. This is the technique that you're teaching. And it's a progressive muscle relaxation where you'll squeeze your hands really tight, and then you'll relax. And you'll squeeze your arms really tight, and then you'll shake it out. And then you'll, you know, hold your hands, and you'll shake it out. And you'll squeeze your legs, and you'll shake it out. And it's about starting from the top of your body, working your way all the way down to squeeze each individual body part and then relax it. And this is just a nice tension release. And it helps to, the muscle relaxation helps to ease the mind and the body. And so this is a really great coping skill. In fact, adults can really use this, and it works really, really well. I kind of equate it to like screaming into a pillow. Okay, so that's what I'm doing in kindergarten. We're doing Betty Spaghetti. In 1st grade, did I go backwards? I did. Okay, 1st grade, we are doing a lesson from the responsive counselor. And I'm pulling up, this one has a really great PowerPoint as well, so just give me a second. Okay, so I purchased her Calm Corner lesson, as you can see here, Calm Corner, and it has a lesson plan already created for you. And what I'm going to teach the students when we're in 1st grade is some of these different calm down strategies. We're going to talk about hugging an animal. We're going to do the 5-finger countdown, which is a wonderful way to cool down and to take your time. You'll go with each finger, name one thing you can see, one thing you can hear, one thing you can feel, one thing you can taste, one thing you can smell. It causes them to like think about their surroundings. Happy place is another really great one. Deep breaths we'll go over. And where is infinity breathing? Is it in here? We'll do bubble breathing, and she has another great one. These are all really wonderful tools, but is it not in here? Here we go. Figure 8 breathing. So where you hold your finger in one and you breathe in and follow around, and then out and follow around. And it's a really great way to help them breathe. So we will be learning several of these strategies in 1st grade, and we're going to talk about the importance of having coping skills because we get big emotions, and sometimes we need to be able to handle those by ourselves. We're not able to leave the classroom, or there's nobody there to help us right that second. And so we'll have you know, some of those skills to call back on. And in 1st grade, I'll have those that I showed you that I'm going to go over. I'll have them printed, and they'll be in a little pencil box that is like a piece box, and it'll be in their classroom, and they can access it if they need it. So that's what we're doing in 1st grade. In 2nd grade, we're playing Coping Skills Bingo. This one I actually did print before I left work to show you because I didn't bring home, I have like 35 bingo sheets, and they look like this, but they're smaller. There's like this whole thing has these little tiny coping skills written out, and the students, they're all laminated, and the students will use a dry erase marker to mark off as they go. And then you use it comes again with a lesson plan already created. And then I have all of these coping skills printed, laminated, and cut. And so I'll pull one out. Let's say I use a stress ball or other fidget tool, and I'll put it on the Elmo, which is the smart board, which is like a projector. And we'll go over, excuse me, what that looks like and what kind of coping skill that is and why, you know, that one is good to use and who that might be good for, and while the students are looking for it and marking it off. If they earn a bingo, excuse me, they get an emoji eraser, just their little orange, yellow faces, smiley faces, emoji erasers. And then we'll close our lesson by talking about which one of these coping skills have you tried? Did it work? Yes or no? Why or why not? Which ones are you considering trying? And this one's really fun. I do this bingo one every year. It's really fun. Okay, this next one that I'm doing in 4th grade is new. I am calling it Coping Skills Backpack, but that's because I'm taking Counselor Keri's lesson and I'm kind of changing it up to fit for me and my time and my students, because we don't have time. It comes with a cool like craft where you can cut things out. I'll show you really quickly, where you can make this cool little backpack, and then you can cut out each one of the coping skills. But we don't really have time to cut and do all of that good stuff. So instead, I'm just going to use the PowerPoint. Each PowerPoint talks about different coping skills. And I love, love, love the artwork that she did in this one. And everything is like camping themed. So join loved ones around the campfire. And that coping skill is to spend time with people who build you up. Paddle your canoe, get some exercise. So we'll go through this. And what I'm going to do, I don't have it here with me, but I printed a sheet of paper. It was like this, and everybody will get one half sheet, and it has an empty backpack on it, and they will write down at least 3 coping skills that they can use, and then they'll be able to keep that, so if they need to access their coping skills backpack, they'll have it for some coping skills they can use while they're in class. And so that is that. The last one I'm doing, which I don't have a printout of, is the rock versus clay lesson, rock versus clay problems lesson. And I talked about this on my channel before. And I'm using little things of Play-Doh, and then I have stones, just little stones that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. They're at my work. I did not bring them home. I'm so sorry. But you start the lesson by giving the students the Play-Doh, and you ask them you give them 1 minute to create something with their Play-Doh, and they do. And then you say, I'm going to give you another minute. You know, once they're done, you say, great job. I'm going to give you another minute now. I want you to change it. So they change it. And then I give them a rock or the stone, and I say, now make me something with the stone. And when they obviously can't, and they realize that they can't change it, we talk about the difference between rock problems and clay problems. Clay problems are things in our life that we can control: our grades, our friendships, our relationship with our parents, our behavior. Those are all things that we can control and mold and shape if we don't like it. And then you have rock problems, which are really hard problems that you can't change, like divorce or moving or a loved one getting sick or a loved one passing away. Those are hard, you know, really hard problems that unfortunately we can't change, so we have to cope. And then we talk about what coping is, and then we talk about ways to cope. And I do that with 5th grade only, just because it's a really hard concept to understand, and their brains are, I think 4th grade would get it, but 5th grade really gets it, and it prepares them for like moving on to middle school and the real world. And as you get older, problems only get stronger, right? So, I really think that they enjoy that lesson. So that is everything that we are doing for this week. I'm really excited. Still loving my counselor binder that I have created. I went ahead and marked off meet the counselor lessons because we've already completed that. I am already started working on I went ahead and crossed off everything I've already done. My bulletin boards are done. My newsletter is done. All of the classrooms have request to see the counselor forms done. And now we're moving into the coping skills. So I love crossing things off. It makes me feel very accomplished. If you're a planner person too, or a list person, like, you probably enjoy marking things off too. It feels very good. So that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. And you guys gave me some really great feedback on my lesson plan video from last week, so I am really looking forward to keeping these coming every week. And until the next one, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.